Hey guys, it's Bree and welcome back to another video. So for today's video, I am going to be doing my February 2021 manga haul. Right now it's about February 21st when I am filming this, so not all of the manga that I ordered in February has arrived yet. But I decided I just wanted to film this haul so that I would have enough time to post it during February. And anything that arrives afterwards will just be included in my March haul. Let's just get into it. So in February, I didn't really pick up that much used manga this month. I think it's because for the most part, I have basically gotten all of the used manga that I want to own for the bit as far as like out of print series goes. Of course, there's some out of print series that I'm always looking for, but I usually wait until like the volumes are actually a reasonable price instead of just going for it as soon as they are available on any of the sites that I track. So the only used manga that I picked up this month was Juyu Ose Volume 1. Now, I was so excited to see this being listed on thrift books because I knew that that meant that I would actually get it for a somewhat reasonable price. This manga is very out of print. It is a Tokyopop title. It is also very hard to find and very expensive if you do manage to find it. I was finding listings for this manga going from anywhere from $40 to like $120, which I was not willing to pay any of those prices. Luckily, on thrift books, they are usually a little bit more reasonable with their manga prices, even with the stuff that's out of print. So it was on there for I think $20 for good condition, which I was willing to spend. I was like, okay, this is my chance to own the first volume of the series. I'm gonna get it. I already own volumes 2 and 3, so I finally have Juyu Ose complete in my collection. Now going on to the manga that I bought new for February. The first one I got was Aria, the Masterpiece by Kozuha Amano. This is volume 1, published by Tokyopop. I have been eyeing this manga for so long, I think like almost a year now, and I didn't pick it up until now. What finally drove me over the edge to pick this up was actually, I think their Mangaporium on Instagram and YouTube. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. But he's been posting reviews and posting parts of Aria to his Instagram story, and I'm like, oh, it just looks so good. I want to read it. This actually just came in today, so I haven't read it yet, but I am so excited. Next up, I also picked up Volume 2 of Fruits Basket and Volume 3 of Fruits Basket, the collector's edition. There's kind of like a rumor going around that apparently these collector's editions are going out of print, which I hope isn't true because I just started picking them up. So I'm gonna try and pick them up at a reasonable, semi-quick pace, so hopefully I can get all of them before they actually become very hard to find. Again, it's a rumor. I don't know if it's actually true. I feel like if it was going out of print, it's because there's going to be a box set release, which, to be honest, in some ways, if there is a box set released, I wish I would have waited for that. But I have not read these 2 volumes yet. I read the first volume of Fruits Basket and talked about it in a previous video. I thought that the series was good enough that I was going to continue with it, especially since it's just so popular and it's just like that classic shoujo manga. I'm like, okay, I probably need to read the whole thing to really appreciate it. Moving on, in February, we got Blue Flag Volume 6. I was so excited to read this volume. I read it immediately as soon as it came in, and I definitely might have cried in this volume too. This series manages to still be this emotional masterpiece, and we are getting near the end of it, which is very exciting, but also kind of sad. I know that this series is only 8 volumes, so I think that by the end of 2021, for sure, we're gonna have all 8 out. Also in February, I picked up All My Darling Daughters by Fumi Yoshinaga. I actually listened to a podcast where they specifically talked about this manga, And after listening to that podcast, I'm like, okay, I want to read it. Especially since I've also been reading through Oku, which is also by Fumi Yoshinaga. I really like her writing style, and I am excited to see other stories by her. Another manga that I picked up, or I guess it isn't really a manga because it's made by a Korean creator, I believe. So maybe it's a manhwa. It's published by Net Comics. This is Prince Bari. I picked this up because I saw it in some people's collections and I was kind of interested in checking it out. And after reading the first volume, I actually really enjoyed it. In the very first week of February, I think, that's when we got the release of Volume 7 of Witch Hat Atelier. I am just so excited whenever Witch Hat Atelier is getting a new volume. I love this series immensely, and it just never disappoints. It just hits so good, and the art is just so beautiful. I cannot wait until Volume 8 comes out now. Another manga that I picked up in February is Even Though We're Adults. This is by Takako Shimura, who I believe also did Wandering Sun, which is in the background of all of my manga videos now. I really enjoyed Wandering Sun. I actually read all of the volumes that are available in English through the library, and then I own volume 1 of it. And with Even Though We're Adults, I'm excited to dive into another Takako Shimura series, and I'm very interested to see what they do with this one. Another manga that I picked up is Days of Love at Seagull Villa. I don't actually know that much about this one. I just thought that the cover was really beautiful and I kind of wanted to check it out just based on that. So yeah, I just picked it up. I haven't read it yet, but I will read it soon. In February, Sublime had some releases that I was really excited about, one of which is Given Volume 5. Given is just, it's so good. It's so good just for like the drama and the relationships and everything that is happening. It's a very good emotional piece, and I am just so excited whenever a new volume of Given comes out. This one definitely did not disappoint at all. I need Volume 6. Also in February, Sublime released the first volume of Matic, which is a manga that actually my friend really likes, and she wanted me to read this. And I really enjoyed this. This manga, as it says on the cover, it is 18 plus with explicit content. I don't think it's for everyone, but if you read the synopsis and you think that it might sound a little bit fun to you, I highly recommend checking it out. I really enjoyed it. Let me know if you'd be interested in hearing more about Matic in my wrap-up. Finally, the last single volume manga that I picked up in February that has arrived is another Sublime series, and it is the first volume of Jealousy by Scarlett Barico. This manga is kind of like a prequel to another manga by Scarlett Barico called, I think it's called like The Fourth Generational Head of, I don't remember the name, but I also own that one as well as Jackass, and I've really liked Scarlett Barico's work so far, so I'm excited to have picked this up. This one is also 18 plus, so only check that out if you're over 18. Just something that I want to mention, I decided that I wanted to include more of my 18 plus pickups in my videos because previously I just did not include them at all. I don't know, maybe I have too much shame or something, but in the future, just expect to see more. Maybe at some point I'll go through my actual like BL and Yuri collections, which would be very interesting. And I guess also Love manga collection that has been starting. I already read this first volume and I really liked it, and I'm definitely gonna pick up volume 2 and 3 as soon as I can. And that was all of the individual volumes of manga that I picked up in February. Another thing that I picked up, not in February, but earlier in January, but honestly I forgot to include it in my January haul, so I'm gonna include it in my February haul, is I picked up a box set, and it is the box set for Blackbird, the complete box set, volumes 1 through 18. It also includes an extra illustration book. I have heard both good and kind of mediocre things about Blackbird, and I decided that I just wanted to check it out And since in January there was like a sale on it on Amazon on the box set, I was like, okay, I'll just pick it up and see if I like it. And if I don't, I can always sell it, because box sets are probably one of the easier ways to sell manga, because people know that it's the entire series or an entire part of a series, plus it's already packaged. I just opened up the front of the box set just so that you could see the spines. I'm probably not going to pull out each one of these volumes, but I have not started reading it yet. I plan on reading it just in like one binging go. So I guess I'll see when that actually happens. And when that does, I'll probably either post a full review of Blackbird, or I will include it in one of my monthly wrap-ups. So that is all of the manga that I have picked up so far in February. Let me know if you have also picked up some of these volumes. I am aware that not all of these volumes got released in February, but a few of them did. So definitely let me know if you have any of these volumes, or if you liked any of them, or if you didn't like any of them. I would also be interested in hearing that. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you have a great day. Bye!